It's that time again, and it's been a while. Hello everyone, welcome to another budget related video. We are here talking about May and travel expectations for June and decreasing expenses throughout the month. Basically, where did the money go? I know we haven't had a cash envelope stuffing video in quite some time, and to be honest, I haven't been stuffing envelopes. So I will revisit that in June, but I wanted to let you know why it hasn't been happening that way. A lot of my expenses for the past few months have been very electronic, and because work has been hectic, I haven't been going to the bank as frequently. Let's get into the planner and take a look at the breakdown. So as you can see on the screen, I do have my budget overview, and I'm probably showing you a closer look at it. Over the course of May, I have always had the bachelorette trip vacation in the front of my mind because those are expenses that are out of the ordinary from my monthly expenses. Budget for the summer months will be a lot different because we are definitely making sure that the wedding festivities are all accounted for. So I did touch on the budget, but those numbers haven't changed, so we'll go back to that. But I wanted to talk about the travel expectations first. We are traveling a few days after you're seeing this, and something that might help those that struggle with or need a bit of an edge on traveling. I can say sometimes now because I've used it twice. I have used Airfordable, and Airfordable is a service that you can use to lay away your flight. You can pay for the flight in increments. So you make sure you have the specifics like the flight number, departure and arrival locations. Do you hear that bird in the back? Okay. You also have to make sure you have the specific amount that the flight is that you've seen it for, and take pictures of it and everything so that when you send it over to Airfordable, they know how to calculate how much you're going to be paying on a bi-weekly basis, tri-weekly basis, or however you've allotted those payments to come out. So that is an option for people who have maybe more time to spare to pay for that flight in those increments, or if the flight is really expensive, that's an option. And I will leave the link down below. I don't know if there's any like referral or any kind of codes, but if I have anything like that, I will definitely save that as well. And there is a fee, but let's be honest, if you don't have $700 for a flight that has a good deal tomorrow, you might have $200, and that can go towards the $700 flight, and then you divide it up until you can pay it off. That is an option. The hotel, I have $330 left to pay for that, and it's due, I have here the 7th, but I think I wanted to pay it on the 7th, even though it was due or will be due on the 9th of June. But again, I pre-made the travel expectations so that in the June budget, I can tell you what I really spent. The ATVs and transportation costs, I have it here at $101, and that was paid May 12th. For the boat, that hasn't been paid yet because it's not due yet. And hair, I budgeted $180. As you can see, my hair is already done. Can't wait to tell you how much it was, but I do have $180 budgeted for it. Anyway, I also have Lyft here. It's more affordable for me to use Lyft where I live. And the thing with that, they are robbing us blind, okay? I'm scheduling my transportation because I find it to be more affordable that way. Knowing that your flight leaves at a certain time, it's a lot cheaper to schedule your Lyft ride. I've never scheduled a ride before, so we'll see. I have food and beverage, and I don't have an amount listed yet, so that's something that I am probably showing you on the screen, but I haven't written it on the paper that I'm looking at. That is what I currently have for the bachelorette trip. And of course, when June comes, we'll talk about what I spent on any last minute things or anything that would go towards the vacation. Next, we're going to talk about being back in Orange Theory. Officially, I've taken my 4 classes for the month of May. I did mayhem. It was hectic. T-Mobile, I decided not to pay off the phone. I am going to continue to make the partial payments because there are other areas within life right now that need more of a focus, and I'm not late on my phone bill or anything, so I'm going to leave it as is for now. And something that I'm really proud of, well, let's go back. Georgia Power, you see it says 175. It says 175 because I thought I made a payment earlier in the month, and then I got an email that said I did not. So I frantically made a payment. So you'll see on the screen what the actual amounts are, but sorry, Georgia Power. LA Fitness hasn't changed at all, and anything that I didn't already touch on, those numbers are the same. Allstate. Allstate is probably sick and tired of me because when I started with Allstate for my car insurance, I was paying $142. And I'm saying I was as if that wasn't just the last budgeting video, so that was April. But the fact that now it's going to be less than $125 a month for my car, can we just have a moment on the progression of this particular expense? I went from paying almost $245 a month for my car insurance to $145 approximately a month to now $125 approximately. If I make any other updates to this car insurance, they're going to be like, ma'am, where are you finding these deals? Because we don't even have those. You know, what I ended up doing, I canceled my home policy with Esurance, which I didn't even know how much I was paying, because once I purchased the home, I got the fastest home insurance possible, and I just let it do whatever it did because it's an escrow. And then I was like, no, I'm on this mission to greatness financially, so I need to be more mindful of where my money is going. And I realized that I was spending a little bit more than I thought, and I canceled that policy. I moved everything over to Allstate, and of course the multi-policy discount is what applies when you have home and auto with one company. There is a percentage that you get off. So because of that, I got a refund check from my home insurance, which really, don't spend it, don't keep it. It goes to your new company, and then the difference of that amount, that's what you get to keep. So that's what's happening there. And then for gas and groceries, I'm probably putting that on the screen as well because I have no idea what those numbers amounted to be. Sorry to my wallet. Emergency fund, I'm actually going to transfer that electronically, as well as travel. That's something we're going to leave blank because there's some things that I'm still waiting on returns from. So I do apologize that that amount is lingering in the distance, but we'll go ahead and talk about it in June when that time comes. Didn't really do a lot of teaching in May. I haven't been doing a lot of teaching currently. No breaks because August is the wedding, and I do plan on going home to spend time with my family before I go to the wedding. So I'm just trying to figure all of that out right now. That involves hair, makeup, the whole 9 yards. We have so many other budgets to discuss, but I wanted to bring you this quick, chatty budget recap of May 2021 and where the money went. And I'm just really proud of myself for putting my foot down with my car and home insurance. I feel like those are areas that we just kind of let slap us in the face over time. And without knowing it, they're just some expenses that kind of spiral out of control. And I really feel better knowing that I am getting a hold of my expenses. And it might be little changes here or there, but I'm trying to think about long term and how $20 extra off of my car insurance that can go towards eventually paying off something else, or paying down a debt, or paying ahead on another bill. And that makes me feel really good. I just wanted to let you know that if you are struggling with your budgeting journey, I am and have been and will continue to, but I'm being more mindful of where my money is going, and I would hope that you're taking it a little bit at a time. So if you get that phone bill down $10, that $10 could go towards groceries. That is just what I wanted to talk to you about for what happened in May, and you get a little insight to how June is going to go. In that video, I will probably have one June budget video because I need to order some more things for my planner, and a planner video will also be out in the month of June as well. I know that I have left you high and dry for a while. We started the year with a lot of planner videos, but that's where we are with the budget. Everything else is pretty much the same. I would rather have a boring budget than a budget that keeps fluctuating in amounts and all over the place. So I'm okay with this, but because the traveling is kind of throwing a monkey wrench here and there, that's why it's a little bit off. But we're gonna get it together. I feel okay. How you feeling? I will talk to you in the comments. See you in the next one. Bye.